Hello, this is Danielle, your local Northern Virginia neighborhood realtor.
And this is Daryl Allen, certified public accountant. And Danielle, as a realtor, I want your opinion on this article that I came across this morning.
Okay.
It's called, Is the Real Estate Market Going to Crash? And there's a professor at the Wharton School of Business that's part of the University of Pennsylvania. And his name is Ben Keys. And he gives his opinion on if the housing market is in a deep freeze. And now this is not really like an article, this is more like a podcast. And I only listened to like a portion of it, but I will say that he did go into the benefits of obtaining a mortgage compared to renting, because at least with obtaining a mortgage, you can control the cost of your mortgage payments. But when you're renting, your rent's probably going to go up after your lease is over, especially owners. They are reacting to inflation and the cost of money is very high,
right,
that they're increasing rents year after year after year. But what I want to get your opinion on is that, at least in the North Virginia area, have you seen a deep freeze in the real estate market, or have you seen a decrease in the level of buying and selling homes as compared to last year?
So I do think that there was a moment, and we in the real estate world calls it a slow moment, slow months, and that was midsummer as the Fed started to increase the interest rates. I will say now, as we move into the fall, it has picked up a bit. Rates have plateaued. So in this Northern Virginia area, I don't think that there's going to be a complete crash of the market. Sellers, we are finding that some sellers are hesitant to put their house on the market because of the not having the influx of buyers. But if you have a home where you're in that kind of sweet spot of a $300,000 to maybe $500,000 home, it's a great time to sell, because we are starting to see now with the transition into fall more, as we call, multiple offers, which is more than two offers on a home, and kind of not necessarily the bidding wars that we had prior to COVID and when the market was, at a high, but we are starting to see a little bit more of the multiple offers on the homes. So yeah, it's a concern, but I think if you're in the market to buy, get with a lender, get you a pre-approval letter, and then get out there and start seeing what's out there. And if you're a seller and you've been holding on and you're ready to move forward, put your house on the market, get with a real estate agent that can really advertise your house well to get you under contract as soon as possible.
So based upon you saying that, I presume then you do not believe that the real estate market is in a deep freeze right now, at least in the North Virginia area.
Not in the Northern Virginia areas. Now, there may be some other states and other parts of the country that are seeing a slow, but in Northern Virginia, because of the relation so close to DC, very transit, and you have Maryland, lots of jobs here. No, we're still seeing a lot of coming and going.
Well, let me ask you a follow-up question. This is going to be the last question I have for you. The reason why the Federal Reserve increased the interest rate and therefore the cost of borrowing is because of inflation. So by doing that, they want to slow down the economy, and they want to see the price of products go down instead of going up as they're doing right now with inflation. So in your opinion, as the cost of mortgage is going up, have you seen homes in the North Virginia area decrease in their selling price?
Just a few, not a lot. I mean, you still have homes here that, some of the newer builds, 2,000 or more, and, homeowners have put in a lot of work into it. So they may not get, maybe what they would have gotten a couple of years ago, but they're still reasonably priced at a good amount, because I think all of us agents are, really running comps and making sure that once you put that home on the market, it's not sitting for more than 15 to 30 days. That's like the worst nightmare. But I will just point out this too to any home buyer, that always remember, you date the rate, marry the house. And by that, I'm saying is that you can get locked into an interest rate today, even if it is at 7% or more. In a year or two, when the rates have dropped and, the feds have decreased all of that, you can refinance. There's a lot of lenders that have great refinancing programs right now, waiving fees or different things that you can have for up to so many years. So you can always change your interest rate. You marry the house. If you want to be a homeowner, there's benefits to that, like you talked about earlier, versus renting. Get into that dream home today. Later on down the line, you can refinance to lower your payments. But date the rate, marry the house. Best advice.
Thank you.